he just took his jacket off and he threw it at me. He threw it right at me. He was like, you soft-ass St. Louis kid, if you was gonna play like this, you should have never came to Duke. Like, just going in on me.
It's a few days after he wins the 2015 national championship. All of a sudden, he's at your mom's house. How did you go about telling him that you were coming?
Having Coach K at my house I couldn't believe it. Like, Coach K came to U-City, like he came to my house, like this little ass house. And John Shire and Coach Capel was there. And it was right after they won. And I was extremely quiet. I'm quiet now, I was really quiet back then, especially around people I didn't really know.
And it's Coach K.
And I was intimidated.
Right.
And like when I took my visit to Duke, I knew I wanted to go there. And I remember when he came, they, talked about how, they wanted me to come to Duke and the plans that they had for me. And the meeting, it was about to be over. They were putting their jackets on, about to leave. And I remember I told my mom and dad, I was like, Mom, when they come, I'm gonna tell them. The whole time, I was sitting there sweating like, all right, I wanna say it. But I was so nervous. And I remember my dad, Coach K stood up. He was like, Coach, before you leave, I think Lil Jay wanna say something. And I was like, oh, I was like, Coach, I wanna come to Duke. He was like, holy. And he was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, I wanna come to Duke. And then they sat back down and we all hugged each other and they stayed for another 2 hours. That was one of the, cooler days of my life.
All right, so what's the situation where he calls you a soft-ass St. Louis kid?
We were...
he could be a yeller.
Oh yeah. I love Coach K, but he cusses a lot, for sure. We played at Virginia, ACC game. I wasn't shooting, but I was making the right play. We were winning, so I come in the locker room. I'm upbeat. I don't care. I got 2 points. We winning. I'm shaking everybody. I'm like, yo, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So in college, the players sit down first, then the coach come in. He wait till we all sitting down. And I remember he came in. He just took his jacket off, and he threw it at me. He threw it right at me. He was like, you soft-ass St. Louis kid. He was like, I should have left you in St. Louis if you was gonna play like this. You should have never came to Duke. Just going in on me. I'm like, damn. I started getting mad. And I balled my fist up. He didn't talk about the game, the plan to go in the second half. He just cussed me out for 7 minutes and he left. And everybody was like, Jay, you gonna be good? And I was pissed. But then I scored 28 points in the second half and we ended up winning. After the game, he was like, do I gotta cuss you out every halftime? I was like, Coach, don't do that anymore.
All right, so it's, I guess, a loss against NC State. Coach isn't at the game because he has back surgery, so he summons you guys over to his house.
This is probably the worst loss I had at Duke, because North Carolina State hasn't beat us at Duke in 25 years. And we get a text from the manager, he be at Coach K house in 30 minutes. So I'm like, oh. So we get there, it's late, it's gotta be midnight after the game. And we get to his house and there's 3 rows of chairs. So we all sit down and he sit at the front. And he literally, one by one, he cusses everybody out. He tell each player, why they basically not just one by one. Telling me, he was like, I can't wait for you to get drafted. He said, you so full of yourself, all you care about is getting drafted, you don't care about this thing. Just one by one, just going through everybody. And we leave and we get a text from the manager, be at the locker room at 5:30 in the morning. And we get to the locker room and there's trash bags in front of everybody's locker. Everybody had to clear their locker out. Take everything out your locker. Basically, we didn't deserve to wear any Duke gear for 3 days. And we had to practice in white t-shirts and regular navy blue shorts. And they changed the locker room code on us. We couldn't use our own locker. We had to shower. We had to go to practice and leave and shower at our dorm. But that lasted for 3 days. We won the next game and then we was good.
I know you guys still keep in touch. Why is that relationship important to you?
That was the best decision of my life, like going to Duke, from a resource standpoint, from a learning standpoint, playing for Coach K, being a part of Duke Brotherhood, and just how much he taught me, right? He really pushed me, and that's what I appreciated. He saw the potential that I had, and every single day he never took it easy on me, and it was what I needed. And the thing I appreciate more is it wasn't just about my time at Duke, right? We still talk all the time, and that was a big reason why I wanted to go there. I didn't want to just go somewhere for a year and leave. I wanted to be a part of something.